A major storm system continues to barrel across the country.
Millions are still under the threat of hail, storms, and potential tornado outbreaks. NBC's George Solis is in hard-hit Oklahoma with the latest.
Here in Oklahoma City, the rain has been relentless. Starting overnight, carrying into this morning, it has already created some headaches as far as some localized flooding. Now, the risk for flash flooding is diminishing, but again, with more rain on the way, officials saying we're not totally out of the woods yet. Now, unfortunately, this storm system has also proven deadly in the Northeast. Officials in Pennsylvania reporting 2 deaths, one of them potentially via downed power lines, which is why officials are always urging folks to steer clear of any down wires or power lines that may fall as a result of these storms. We're going to keep a close eye on central Missouri and northern Texas, where the potential for more flooding, more destructive winds, and even tornadoes may exist over the next 24 hours. Here in this region, we did see our fair share of destructive winds as well, including some hail that was the size of tennis balls. In Missouri, there was actually a storm system that prompted the evacuation of an elementary school. 600 kids had to seek shelter. Now, the threat for tornadoes in this region seems to be diminishing, but officials just urging folks to hunker down, weather this storm until it clears this region. Back to you.
That was NBC's George Solis reporting.
Daji, we know you're tracking weather northwest of us with that tornado watch, and then up in the Dallas area and Oklahoma as well.
Yes, we've been watching that system out to Dallas and Oklahoma just kind of sit over the same areas. They're experiencing flooding, and they also have severe thunderstorm warnings in place at this moment. Now, I want to show you the trend here with our radar storm tracker 2. Notice, yes, there's a lot of lightning, but the direction of these storms continue to lift to the north and east. And so that makes me a little bit nervous in terms of our forecast and the fact that it may continue to lift to the north and east. And if that's the case, we could miss the strongest of some of these storms, which would be a good thing in the bigger picture. Tornado watch here until 8 p.m. across Huntsville, back through Trinity, seeing that in Navasota, Brenham, and College Station. If you're in and around any of those communities, you want to make sure you're extra weather alert. We'll continue to keep an eye on the radar trends here as we head throughout your evening hours. Once again, that tornado watch until 8 p.m. But we really haven't seen a ton of wet weather here over the last 30 minutes to an hour. It's been very isolated and very spotty even earlier on than that. That's going to continue to be the trend as we head into your commuting hours. But as we head closer to 9 and 10, models continue to show a push on the tail end of that wet weather that is out towards our north. So 4:10 p.m. College Station, just to the north of Huntsville and in Madisonville, you begin to see some rounds of rain and storms that will continue to shift into Huntsville as well as into Livingston and Navasota and Brenham by 12 and 1 a.m. By 3 a.m., the Woodlands, you're in the wet weather mess. Cypress, Katy, extending through northern portions of Fort Brent and Brazoria County, even seeing that out to Liberty. This continues to move its way to the south and east and pushing along the coast, making for a wet morning along Galveston into Bolivar, even seeing that out to Bay City, Wharton, and El Campo. Eventually, this moves on out, and we begin to see some improvements into your late morning and afternoon, but there's still going to be an opportunity for some showers and storms to potentially develop mainly north of Interstate 10 through your Thursday late afternoon and evening, and then another wave of wet weather to come on your Friday. So that severe risk is still in place here on Thursday, higher in that yellow color across Conroe, the Woodlands, Navasota, College Station, as well as Huntsville and Livingston. And then as you're in Houston and Sugar Land back through Liberty, we have an isolated chance to see some of those storms turn severe in the afternoon. However, through the overnight is where most of us could be impacted. Then comes Friday, we'll watch a cold front push its way to the south and east. This will bring another round of potentially for some showers and storms. We have to keep a close eye on this because if you learned anything from this week, these showers have been underdoing themselves. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. But overall, the trend for the end of the week is that rain chances become less and less